Hello you guys, welcome to a new video of me where I'm going to be talking about how you're going to be fake walking away and why, and how to become irreplaceable. Learn how to fake walk away because that's when they're gonna love you more. If your starting point is wrong, the outcome will never be good. One of the most frustrating things in the relationship is when you try so hard to please someone and thinking that by catering them and their needs, you will earn their love and attention, only to end up losing badly. The moment you're taking a submissive approach in relationship, already setting yourself up in a weak position. Because people don't respect or value someone that constantly lower themselves. So what I am about to say right now might be different from whatever anyone else is telling you, but trust me, this works. The happiest people in a relationship don't seem too dependent on them. Once you get in a relationship and you're constantly texting, checking up on them, not doing your own thing and like wondering what they're doing, it's like fucked already. It won't make them cherish you more. In fact, they actually will be feeling more pressured and annoyed. Number 2, have your own career and your own life, like your own hobbies and everything, because you had your own goals and career to take care of before them. So if you suddenly change that and leave everything for them, you don't have a value anymore. Like literally when they just showed up into your life, you dropped everything for them and made them your whole world for like what the fuck, like you want to spend the whole time with them, 24 hours being with them. But what about you? Hello, did you forget about your goals? Did you forget about everything you were working on before meeting them? Think about it. Doesn't that seem a little bit silly? It's almost like being a child that almost hasn't developed independence, or maybe you have like daddy issues and stuff. Okay, I get it, but try to focus on yourself again and try to find some stuff to do, even if you don't have anything to do. Like just pretend go out and pretend that you're having something very important to do, pretend that you have a job or something, but instead go to the pool or whatever. I mean, stay busy, like pretend to be busy. Like you can even be like, yeah, I have a work to do, but then you'll be chilling in the spa or something for hours, like whatever, but just be busy. Because when you give everything to them and all of your time and they see that you have nothing to do and you're like literally alone and stuff, they won't really like see you as someone special, and then won't take you serious. Even might find you clingy and suffocating. You might have once had your own principles, but every time when there is an argument, you're the one that gives in first. You back down so easily, and you're throwing your own boundaries aside. And if you don't even respect yourself, how can you expect them to love you and respect you? People that are comfortable and secure in the relationship don't need them to survive. They can survive regardless. And they have their own priorities, like working on themselves, working on their career, whatever. Or having hobbies like shopping, photography, like whatever. Or simply like living your life and loving your life. So stop acting like you're just an extension of their life. You're not hair extension, you're not lash extension, you are no extension, baby. The world is so big, like so huge, like there is so much more than just them. Yeah? Number 3, take control of your relationship. People who are valued the most in the relationship are usually the people that actually hold the most power. But having the power to choose doesn't mean that you have to use it, okay? It just means you could if you want to. So take a step back and ask yourself, ever since I got into this relationship, have you unconsciously overhanded all of the control? Did you stop prioritizing your own worth, your appearance, your social circle, your hobbies? More importantly, yourself. You might think it's a sign of love that you give them all your attention and all your love, but to them it looks like you are just pathetic and dependency. The moment they see you like that you need them too much, that's the moment they're gonna stop and cherish you cherish Cher- cherish you. So no matter how much you love someone, always maintain your own self-value. Be someone that brings something into their life. So when the time comes that you ever have to make a choice and leave them, that they know that they cannot replace you, you know? That you're so unique, like they cannot be without you. What the hell? Having personal value gives you power in your relationship. And the more valuable you are, the more say you have in the relationship. And that's your biggest advantage. Loyalty and self-worth are not contradictory. You can be committed to someone but still make sure that they are not your only option. 4. Become truly irreplaceable. You might think that cooking and cleaning and everything, that's what makes you irreplaceable, baby. There are maids from Bali, yeah, that do the cooking and cleaning, okay? You are replaceable if you think that that's what will make him think you are irreplaceable. No. Maybe you think maybe just being there for them and always being available for them will make you irreplaceable. Fuck no, okay? They will replace you anyway with somebody from Bali, cheap as fuck. And when you are gone for a few days or whatever, they will be like literally enjoying the space that they have, and they will actually replace you immediately with somebody from Bali to do the nails and give them banana massage. So if these are the things that you are offering, then you're super easy to replace, my dear. If you think it's the sex and that's what's gonna keep him, no, also not, baby. They're always gonna find someone else to feel more excited with. So what actually makes you irreplaceable? For some, that's about being them through the hardest times, or helping their partner grow from nothing to something. But again, you're not Barbara the Builder, because as soon as they are fully grown, they find somebody else. It's basically about your presence. A presence of somebody, someone's aura, someone's being, and someone's personality. I swear to you, that can be irreplaceable. You can never be me, okay? Yes, you can never be me. That's what is irreplaceable. Or you can be like understanding them on a level that nobody else knows, you know? Like on a level that nobody like can understand them on, you know what I mean? Or being the therapist and be like the person they open up completely to, and they will literally miss talking to you. Be the one that truly gets them, who gives thoughtful advice and emotional support. That is extremely hard to replace. And your influence on them should be super unique. It should be something that they cannot find elsewhere. No matter if that bitch is in this house, it's not you. If you can do that, that's when you become irreplaceable, baby. Just be you, okay? Be you. You already have made that mark on their mind. They cannot forget you. They cannot get you out of their mind, yeah? Because you were there for a very long time and you are tattooed in their mind. Also, make them crazy. You have to stress them out, because when you stress them out, you will actually create emotional investment as well. Because when they say they're not emotionally available, well, now they are, because you make them angry and everything, yeah? So that's emotionally invested, yeah? So do that. Okay, love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of stuff from me and my personal experiences. Mwah. Bye.